Good day, everyone. My name is Barrister Ifoma. I want to welcome you to the month of February. Did you know that P1 Plus is in the process of swift documentation? And it may interest you to note that in the year 2024, we had a total of 379 surveys and deed issued to our subscribers. Isn't that amazing? And in this year, just last month, in January, we had over 32 surveys and deed issued to our subscribers. Isn't that amazing? It doesn't just end there. You can be sure to expect more from us as we bring you up to date with our documentation processes. More surveys are currently in process. You'll be updated as soon as possible.
You can have it.
Thank you. If I were you, I'll put a tab on my email because the next message you will be receiving will be from the legal desk of P1 Plus. Madam Blessing, here's the document for a client. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is David, Programs and Podcast Coordinator for Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. Would you love to feature on any of the Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio program? Do well to reach out to us via the number right there on the screen, irrespective of who you are, what you are, where you are, and what you do. The Cedarwood Luxury Online platform is available and open to every one of you out there. So if you love to feature on any of our Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio programs, do well to reach out to us via the WhatsApp number right there on the screen, and boom, you'll be in the studio to speak with us. Do well to reach out to us now.
$7.5 million. Somebody said 10 million. Somebody said 10 million. Somebody said 12.5 million. So 12.5 million. I am saying, but the prof is saying, for the next 14 days, because you came out in mass, because you've always supported, this Cedarwood City, your clients, campaign, the song, one off, the song, one off. Somebody say one off. Push your head, say one off. Say my clients buy one off. Come to me, sir. One off. Somebody will send 10 plus. Amen. 20 plus. Amen. 30 plus. Amen. 50 plus. Amen. 100 plus. Amen. Even 200 is in the room. Amen. One off for 2 days. Only for one off for 2 days. And the prize is, ladies and gentlemen, putting it down. 1 million. 1 million. 2 million plus 1 million, that's 2 million. Plus another 1 million. Plus another 1 million, that's 3 million. Plus. That's plus, because my P1 plus, you have to plus it. That's the reason. Plus, somebody say plus. 1 point. Now 3 million plus 1 point. Minus 1 point minus 500,000. Minus 500,000. 1 point. So minus 500,000. So the price comes in the sum of 3.5 million. 3.5 million, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
All right, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to yet another amazing moment right here on Nigeria's first real estate online radio. Of course, we're live on Facebook and YouTube, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Amazing programs. You have absolutely no reason to miss any of it. We come your way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. You can always take it to the bank whenever I tell you that any of our programs are always programs that you shouldn't miss for any reason. It's a beautiful delight to come your way this beautiful Wednesday morning. Trust you had a wonderful night rest and hope your Wednesday morning is going fine as planned. It's the Morning Delight program that comes your way every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And what we do here is to bring your way diverse conversations. Of course, you can also be part of the conversation this beautiful Wednesday morning. Not also forgetting to like, to comment, and to share. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Let's know where you're watching us live from. Let's know where you can hear us live from. It has been a wonderful time so far and quite a number of things going on in our nation, Nigeria. We'll be talking about a few of them. And yes, I am very, very much... I hope and I'm sure that you all are also following some of the funny and amazing things going on right currently in our nation, Nigeria, and also outside our nation, Nigeria. Let me begin with this very one. I hope I saved it. An amazing news. Okay, yes. The astronauts that were stranded in space for 9 months have officially landed back on Earth. Yes, I want to begin with this very one. I came across this very story on a Twitter or X post made by Pop Base. Pop Base is your best source for all pop culture related entertainment, news, award show coverage, chart updates, statistics, and more. All right, so this post was made on at Pop Base on X, and this was done 8 hours ago. And like I said, the astronauts that were stranded in space for 9 months have officially landed back on Earth. So, all right, that's a good one. And people have quite a number of things to say. Somebody said, how did they survive? Well, it's really an experience that would spike a lot of questions and all that. 9 months in the void and they are back. Everybody say thank you to Elon. Yes, of course. I saw a video, an appreciational video from the stranded astronauts, sending a big shout out and appreciation video to Elon Musk. Yes, and I'm currently looking at a video where it says astronauts greeted by dolphins. Dolphins, all right. And quite a number of Doubting Thomas. Somebody said nobody believes that. They must make a movie and write a book. Yes, they really need to share their experience. And like I said, Doubting Thomas are also in the comment section. This one says, lies spreading everywhere. Any proof? And yes, a beautiful video. A pod of dolphins stopped by to say welcome home to the astronaut. Amazing, beautiful videos. I wish I could show you, but I actually didn't get to see the video earlier. I would have shown it to you, how they landed, right on Earth and the dolphins performance and all that. It's so amazing how I don't know how these dolphins are trained. I mean, they just have a special way of I don't know how they are trained. I don't know how it is how it happens. I mean, this is just an aquatic animal, being friendly to human and all that thing. It's really a good one, all right? A very, very good one, and something that is worth celebrating. And a big appreciation to everyone that has made this a reality and possible to everyone. So yeah, right here, right now, I'm wondering why my music is not playing. My music is not playing. What's going on? Okay, so moving on. Let's begin. Let's begin with a video reaction. Just like I'm not going to, so I have a list of things to talk about and how I'm going to talk about them, but I'm going to do them in no particular order. I'm going to begin with the show with a video reaction from a lady, and this was posted 2 hours ago with a caption: "The fact still remains that what she said is an insult to President." Lady says in reaction to Rise viral video. And what's your thoughts on this? Let's listen to her. Let's listen to this video and see if it will
I
play.
stand with her that though what she said, everything she said is the truth. We all know is the truth. But the fact still remains that she did insult the president. She said, Mr. President, I don't think there's anybody that has done a terrible job. But Mr. President, you are a terrible. She made us wait. Hold on now. But she did say the whole issue here is that what she did actually is an insult to the president. Even if we know, yes, what he is. We know. Not even to admit him. Not even to admit him. But yes. See, hold on. It's not about whether what she did is in her right or it's not in her right. What she did actually is an insult to the president. Even if we all stand by her, even if we all know. Thank you. Even if we all know. Thank you.
All right. So, what is your opinion on this? Do you think, in your own opinion, and by the way, I'd love to know where you're watching live from. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, check if it's today. Just opened it. All right, so yes, do you think the young lady whose video went viral, talking about the state of the nation and everything going on, do you think she insulted, according to what this young lady, the video I just played to you, according to her, you think whether is it an insult by calling the president a terrible president? Do you think it's an insult? Or do you think it's just a statement of fact? And sometimes somebody says, I blame those that give her the microphone in the first place and still left her with so much time to be sweeping rubbish. And you never see insults. Go and see how the Western world insults their president for no reason. I mean, real insult. So, to me, I don't think that's an insult. I probably just feel it's a statement. It's a statement. I mean, I don't know, but I just feel, I mean, like I said, in my own opinion, I feel it's a statement. It's just a statement born out of frustration and out of, everything going on in the nation and all that thing. So, but that's that. What's your take? What's your take on this very one? Now, let's move on to other things I plan to talk about today. Yes, of course, it's the talk of the town, and we all are going to talk about it as well. Let me begin with before I go to the rivers. Before I go to the rivers conversation, the River State conversation. Today, Gbadebo Rose at GR Vigos addresses Lagosians as we mark exactly 2 years since we stood together with hope and determination. 2 years since you braved intimidation and obstacles to cast your votes for a new vision of Lagos, a Lagos that leaves no one behind. And this is a post from I Prince Savior. We'll take that video and then we'll continue with the Rivers State conversation. Let's listen to Rose.
Lagosians, today marks exactly 2 years since we stood together in hope and determination. 2 years since you braved intimidation and obstacles to cast your votes for a new vision for Lagos. A Lagos that leaves no one behind, not the current one that serves the interests of a small, corrupt and kleptocratic political elite. This journey that we began together did not end on election day, because the flame of hope that you ignited continues to burn. Your resilience inspires me daily, and I'm humbled by your unwavering support, despite the challenges many of you face in these difficult times. That is why today I'm so proud to launch the Our Lagos Support app, a platform born from my commitment to you. This is not merely an application. It's a product of our shared vision and a practical tool to empower you, the people who believe in a better Lagos and stood in that belief for a better Lagos. Through this app, we are creating a pathway to opportunity. First, the app offers direct grant programs to support small businesses, entrepreneurs, and those seeking to improve their circumstances. These grants are not handouts, and I repeat, these grants are not handouts. They are investments in your potential, in your dreams, and our collective future. Because the more the collective survives, the more successful the collective is, the better for us all. Secondly, we've developed comprehensive skill development programs tailored to the demands of today's economy. From digital skills to vocational training, these programs will equip you with tools to thrive in an increasingly competitive marketplace. Third, this app features a job portal connecting qualified individuals with employment opportunities. We're partnering with businesses who share our values and vision to create pathways to meaningful work. Beyond these immediate benefits, the Our Lagos Support app serves as a platform for ongoing dialogue about policy, governance. You can access detailed information about our vision for Lagos, whether it be from infrastructure development to waste management to healthcare, education, and our plans for economic growth that will benefit all of us. It's important that I say this. This is not about the next election. It's about the Lagos that we can build together, informed by our inputs, your inputs. We can create a Lagos that is driven by our shared aspirations. So I need to make this clear. This initiative is not about politics as usual. It's about demonstrating a different approach to leadership, one centered on service, accountability, and genuinely improving the lives and making impact. While others may speak of progress, while you experience hardship, we choose to act in our little way with our little capacity to support and to empower you, the Lagosian. As you download and engage with this app, please remember that it represents our ongoing partnership, and your feedback will also shape its evolution. Your success stories will fuel its expansion. Your continued involvement will make sure that it remains relevant. To those that stood with us 2 years ago, those that were hurt, those that were injured, facing intimidation and obstacles, I see you. To those struggling under the weight of economic hardship, I empathize with you. And to all Lagosians yearning for competent, compassionate leadership, I remain committed to you. Register, join our community of change makers. Let us continue to demonstrate that a better Lagos is not just possible, it is inevitable when we work together. I thank you all. God bless you, and God bless Lagos State. Thank you.
Anything will go better the lives of Lagosians. My two hands they inside. My two hands and my two legs they part of Yes, I am fully part of it and fully in support of it. Well, he made a statement. He said this has nothing to do with some political ambition. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's a good initiative. It's a welcome development. It's a welcome development. Trust me, it's a welcome development. Let's see. We'll see how it goes and see how it would be of great benefit to the lives of young Lagosians. All right, and I hope that it's not going to be politicized at the end of the day, and it would be of great benefit to everyone, and everyone would benefit from it. Before I continue, I want to remind our beloved president of the Federal Republic. Why is my music? Why is this thing up? Why this thing that they play? Why this music that they play? What's going on here? Let me remind the president something he said some time ago. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, let's just remind the president. Let's give a reminder. Somebody say reminder. Let's remind the president something, a very, very important something. I'm sure you all can also remember, even as we remind the president. All right, so let me remind the president what he said some time ago, and we'll also remind him from time to time, okay? Yeah.
You must, whichever way, by all means
necessary.
You must have electricity.
You must have electricity.
And you will not pay.
And you will not
for
pay
estimated bill anymore.
Good.
A promise made will be a promise kept. Mm-hmm. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
Yes, so it's just a reminder. It's just don't mind me. It's just a reminder. Moving on. How many of you have heard though? In case you've not heard, Nigeria House of Assembly, Nigeria's House of Rep orders total shutdown of porn sites nationwide. Lawmakers have directed the NCC to enforce an immediate shutdown of all pornographic websites. Internet providers must block access under the new directive. Somebody is asking, is that the problem of Nigeria? Let's listen.
I'm from Katsina State. I rise to move a motion for the need to block internet website hosting pornographic content and sanction defaulting internet service providers. The House notes that cyber pornography is fast becoming a global problem and no concrete steps have been taken to curb the phenomenon of cyber pornography in Nigeria. Aware that Nigeria is a highly religious country and all the major religions in the country have forbidden nudity and obscenity in any form. Also note that countries across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East have enacted legislation that ban pornography in their domains. Aware that renowned psychologists and sociologists around the world have issued stern warning on this psychological, sociological, and mental consequences of viewing pornography contents. Concerned deeply that some of the immediate effects of viewing pornography contents include A, causing deception in marriage and which may later on affect family life. B, promoting adultery, prostitution, and many oral expectations that can result in dangerous, promiscuous behavior. C, leading to addiction, escalation, desensitization, and the acting out sexually by one person. D, change of attitude toward oneself and his family. Resolve 2. 1. Urge the Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC, to direct the internet service providers operating in the country to take immediate steps to block all websites that host obscene and pornography content. 2, also urge the Nigerian Communication Commission to apply the full rigors of the Nigerian Communication Act and National Information Technology Development Act, NIDA, against the defaulting internet service providers. And finally, mandate the Committee of Communication and Legislative Compliance to ensure implementation and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Honorable Dr. Gali. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Dr. Gali.
All right, all in support say aye. All against say nay. Either the ayes nor the nay would know which one have it. All right, moving on. Oh, Tim. All right, let's move. Let's take this very one. Now, a video went viral that was posted on Sahara Reporters. It says, Edo Asset Recovery Chief Kelly Okungbowa caught spraying naira notes on strippers. And the video is exactly the caption. Moving on to the next one. I made mention of the fact that a 30-day run challenge has been ongoing for some time now. And yes, we're going to end the show with the River State thing so that it doesn't look like it's the only thing that is being talked about, all right? Now, a 30-day challenge, a 30-day rant challenge has been ongoing. And I'm about to play one of the, if you go on Twitter, if you go online and just put hashtag 30-day rant challenge, you will see a lot of videos from different people ranting. And this is one of my favorites that I have seen so far, and I want us to take it. This is from Jude Bella. I mean, you must have seen quite a number of videos played on the Morning Delight program and other programs from this very young man. I love his content. He's a YouTuber. I mean, his content is really, really educative, informative, and also entertaining at times. But yeah, I love his content, and I decided to, play this particular video of his from the hashtag 30-day rant challenge.
You see, African leaders are the only crop of people that travel to Western countries with about 200 delegates, spend millions of dollars in 5-star hotels to attend meetings with their creditors whom they have gone to beg for money. My question to Nigerian leaders is, are you not ashamed of yourselves? When you jump on private jets to take you around the world, do you by any chance meet politicians from other countries with good economies? If you do, can you tell us what your conversation with them is usually like? Do you even talk to them? Because make it make sense here. How do you introduce yourself to the British Prime Minister, for example, when you go to one of these your meetings? Tell me. Do you say, hey, I'm a senator from Nigeria. Yeah, I'm one of the folks who sing a song of allegiance to the president I should be holding accountable. I also try to warn people in my constituency who, by the way, voted for me against all forms of protest against the hunger they are currently enduring. Or do you say, I'm Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Yes, we know the economy is terrible right now, but Nigerians just need to sacrifice while we, the people elected to serve them, live our best lives. And to the governors, how do you live with yourselves? When you look into the mirror, who do you see? A father? A servant of the people? Or a wicked politician who doesn't care about the plight of his people? For those who want to make Nigerians believe that economic hardship is a trial from God, how do you live with yourself? And to my fellow Nigerians, you need to know the truth. Our economy is bad because of the terrible decisions of our leaders. When you take on loans as an individual, for example, and you use those monies to buy fancy clothes to wear and oppress your neighbors, you'd better have a plan on how you're going to pay back that money. Because when the time for repayment comes and you have not generated any income to pay back, there's bound to be trouble. That is the trouble we are in today. Most of the loans we are taking are being used to finance recurrent expenditures. Only a tiny fraction is used for capital expenditure. Instead of investing in things that can yield results for the economy and help boost our GDP, our politicians are busy sharing money as palliatives. A year ago in 2023, Tinubu wrote to the National Assembly seeking 500 billion naira for palliatives. July 2024, the federal government is sending 740 rice trucks to states. How many Nigerians will even see these trucks, not to talk of getting a grain of rice from these bags? We all want Nigeria to work, but there's no magic to these things. We've relied on prayers for far too long as a nation to fix things. Now, our leaders need to be more honest with us. People can only support leaders whom they trust. And how exactly do you build trust? Well, by listening to what the people are saying, for example. That's the first way. You cannot say you're listening to your people and that you share in their suffering while threatening them at the same time. You cannot tell the people that there's no money and then you turn around to spend billions on luxury to make yourself comfortable. It's not done anywhere. You cannot keep ignoring the cries of the poor and only dish out crumbs to them whenever they're threatening to revolt. Above all, you cannot keep lying to the people that you have it all figured out, when in fact, all they've been saying is trial and error policies that have all ended with big failures. I've heard of capitalist countries. I've heard of communist and socialist countries. But I've never heard of an economy that runs on propaganda. Nigeria is a mess. You know it, I know it. So, Mr. President, when are you going to start cutting down on your ridiculous expenditures and fix the country for real?
I mean, all has been said in that very video, and moving on quickly. Of course, we've heard, we know of the recent suspension that has been going on. A 7th senator suspended, a current governor suspended. Welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to democracy, Nigerians. Let's take the very first video. Rivers political crisis have given orders to ensure safety of lives in states. Tinubu.
By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Similaye Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Oju, and all elected members of the House of Assembly state are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months. In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Advocate Ibas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state and the interests of the good people of Rivers State. For the avoidance of doubt, this declaration does not affect the judicial arm of Rivers State, which shall continue to function in accordance with their constitutional mandate. The administrator will not make any new laws. He will, however, be free to formulate regulations and may be found necessary to do his job, but such regulations will need to be considered and approved by the Federal Executive Council and promoted by the President for the state. This declaration has been published in the Federal Gazette, a copy of which has been forwarded to the National Assembly in accordance with the Constitution. It is my fervent hope that this inevitable intervention We help to restore peace and order in River State by awakening all the contenders to the constitutional imperatives, binding on all political players in the River State in particular and Nigeria as a whole.
All right, now this is. Let me quickly read out a post that was made by Cyprian Edward Ekpo, Dialectics, and okay, yeah, that's the name of the account. Cyprian Edward Ekpo. I just received the regretful news of the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State. I have scanned through the entire paragraphs and subsections of Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, and I find it quite difficult to see how the political crisis in Rivers State qualifies for a state of emergency. There is no war or invasion of war in Nigeria. There is no actual breakdown of public orders and public safety in Rivers State as to require extraordinary measures to restore peace and security. There is no clear and present danger of an actual breakdown of public order and public safety requiring an extraordinary measure to avert it. There is no occurrence or imminent danger or the occurrence of any disaster. There is no other public danger which clearly constitutes a threat to the existence of Nigeria. The entire scenario in Rivers State has been a dispute between the governor, Mr. Fubara, and a vast number of the legislatures, predicated on a personal interest of the former governor, Mr. Wike, and these are matters litigated in courts and required political judicial solutions. It appears to me that an unexpected realization of members of the state parliament that is a tall tax for state parliament to impeach a state governor without the support of the state chief judge has led to enemies of democracy ill advising the president. There is a clear coup dismantling the tenet of federalism. The Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, is a man I have great respect for. Let me assume he has not participated in such wrong advice to the president to carry out the level of illegality and unlawfulness against the principle of democracy, federalism, and constitutionalism, a gross abuse of presidential powers. I feel astonished as to the fact that over the years till time, there have been daily wars between Boko Haram with ISWAP and the Nigerian government around Zamfara, Borno, and Kaduna states. Yet no state of emergency has been considered. And the last state of emergency that was considered was done by former President Goodluck Jonathan. It is sad that democracy is facing exponential threats around the world. I am persuaded that the president revokes this declaration as he has been ill-advised. Otherwise, the people of Rivers State should approach the court to set aside such a declaration to reclaim their political mandate duly exercised through electionary process. With all my heart, love, God bless. Cyprian Edward Ekpo. Now let's listen to what's his name now? I'm gonna play you old videos though. Let's listen to Jega. Yes, Atayi. Is it Atayi Jega now? Let's listen to him and what he has to say. Yeah, some PDP, this is a post from the Nation Digest NG. With a caption, it says, some PDP-controlled states governors might go to the Supreme Court to test the legality of the suspension of democratic structures in Rivers. The president should have enumerated the mislead of Wike just as he did with that of Fubara Jega. Let's listen.
I don't know whether it has to do with 2030 or anything, but the problem at hand, first of all, is that the legality of the declaration and in particular the suspension of the democratic structures has to be clarified. And what I suspect could happen is that some PDP-controlled states are likely to go to the Supreme Court very quickly, because a matter between state governments and federal governments goes straight to the Supreme Court and test the legality of the declaration. And if the Supreme Court is consistent with its 2018 judgment, then it is likely to strike down that part of the declaration which removes constitutional structures. That is what I suspect will happen. As to whether this will solve the problem, I don't think so. You see, as was pointed out, I thought the president could have, just like he enumerated the misdeeds of the governor, should have also said a few things about the minister of the FCT, who is actually very, very central to the creation and perpetuation of this problem. Is it normal in law or in politics that somebody as godfather should sit down in Abuja and begin factionalizing the assembly and causing all kinds of problems in a state that he once governed? And unless something is done about that, then the problem will never be solved, maybe before 2027, the way I see it.
Woo! And by the way, happy wedding anniversary to Barrister Rejoice Alabi. Yes, many more years to come in love, in sweetness, and everything good that comes with good marriage. All right. Yes. Happy wedding anniversary to you, Barrister Rejoice Alabi. Happy super wedding anniversary. I just came across a post of your wedding anniversary on Facebook. All right. Big congratulations to you. Baba Balaba. Moving on. Yes, I stand with the president Tinubu's declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State. The state cannot have peace without Wike and Fubara's reconciliation. Shehu Sani, let's hear from him.
Political conflicts needs political solutions. And whatever happens in Rivers State today, you cannot remove the key and instrumental factor of Wike. And you cannot have peace without Wike and without Fubara. So both of them are needed within this window of 6 months to have peace. If the issue is before the Federal Executive Council, it is for the president to use his wisdom, to use the levers of his leadership to see that he returns the state back to peace. Whether the Wike is there or is not, the most important thing is that we all want peace in River State.
All right, River State, there is absolutely no law that allows a president to suspend a governor. A governor is elected into office and may only be removed by impeachment. Also, is River State at war? Is there actual breakdown of public order? Is there a threat to the existence of federation? Permit me to, of course, he is a lawyer, and we all know him as a musician. He's a lawyer and also a music star. Bob Daddy Fouls the Bad Guy made this post on his X handle. Now, still on this matter, Official PDP Nigeria has made the official PDP on Nigeria, which is the official PDP's X account, has made a press statement. Now it says PDP rejects emergency rule in River State, insists official BAT, which is the account name for the president on X, has no power to suspend a democratically elected governor. Please follow me. And a big shout out to you. Let me see the name of that person there. Yes. Naima Tabiz. Oh, Amodu. Hello, I greet you all over there. God bless you and God bless you too. Okay, it says that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and indeed Nigerians listened with dismay the national broadcast by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in which the president, in utter violation of the 1999 Constitution, pronounced an imposition of a state of emergency in River State. And by this side, he didn't come out to address the state of the nation. He didn't come out to address anything. Any other thing that is most important to our nation right now, but he came out to do a press release, a broadcast. All right, the PDP rightly rejects the attempt by the president to override the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended and undermine the votes and the will of the people of River State by seeking to depose a democratic government and force an undemocratic rule in the state. The unconstitutional declaration of the president, declaration by the president of, oh my God, calm down, by President Tinubu of the suspension of the democratically elected governor of River State, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, and the appointment of an unelected individual, Vice Admiral Ibokete Abbas, retired, to govern the state is a clear attack on our nation's democracy, an aberration of the votes and democratic rights of the people of River State to choose their leader under the Constitution. The action of Mr. President therefore clearly borders on attempt of state capture. It is the climax of a well-oiled plot to forcefully take over River State, for which the All Progressive Congress (APC) has been bent on stoking crisis to ensure that democracy is ultimately truncated in the state. Nigerians are invited to note that the situation in River State and the reasons adduced by the president cannot justify the declaration of a state of emergency in the state under the 1999 Constitution, rendering the declaration completely incompetent. The PDP alerts that the unwarranted imposition of emergency rule in River State is part of the larger vicious plot to foist a siege mentality across Nigeria, decimates opposition, impose a totalitarian one-party state, and turn the country into a fiefdom. In any case, nothing in Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution relied upon by the president in the declaration grants him the exclusive powers to declare or execute the declaration of a state of emergency without recourse to the statutory approval of the National Assembly. For the avoidance of doubt, Section 305(2) provides that the president shall immediately after the publication transmit copies of the official gazette of the government of the Federation containing the proclamation, including the details of the emergency, to the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, each of whom shall forthwith convene or arrange for a meeting of the House of which he is the president or speaker, as the case may be, to consider the situation and decide whether or not to pass a resolution approving the proclamation. Mr. President should recognize that his order to an unelected individual to forthwith takeover government of Rivers State is illegal and a clear recipe of crisis, threat to the peace and stability of not only Rivers State but the entire nation. For emphasis, Governor Fubara was democratically elected for a tenure of 4 years, which tenure cannot be unconstitutionally abrogated. Okay, not abrogated, abridged. The PDP therefore cautions Vice Admiral Ibokete Abbas, retired, to respect the Constitution and ensure that he does not take any action or step which is capable of derailing smooth democratic governance in Rivers State. Nigeria is not under a military rule where the governance of a state is by the appointment by a junta. Signed, Honorable Debo Olagunagba, National Publicity Secretary, PDP. All right. I don't know how true is this. I'm just seeing this just in. Soldiers hold Fubara family hosted at Rivers Governor's residence. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that and follow up on the full story. And of course, Peter Obi, a presidential candidate, has also come out to make a post. And it's quite, let me see, I'll just take a few from that. The unilateral decision of President Bola Tinubu to remove Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State from office is not only unconstitutional, but also reckless. Let me take you back a bit. You see, this Rivers State thing has been on for a long time. Let me just take you back in time where, when you hear the voice, you would know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name, but just listen.
That the political krinkum, or if you like, the political higi-haga that has enveloped the politics of Rivers State for a period of time now, has all the trappings of an odoriferous saga. Kum gaga twan gaga. And I am maniacally bewildered that this flashpoint is of no serious concern to the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is because all the flashpoints of war that are snowballed and transmogrified into bringing about a calamitous end for Nigeria.
Tungaga, Twangaga. Yes, and yes, as I'm taking you back in time, let me remind you of what this very young man in question. Just listen.
Peace in the state. You can see that a man who does not love the state. Today, you can see his comments. So it is not in his place to decide. And it is that impunity, that godfatherism he wants to play. It is impunity. He will decide everything that happens. He will decide for your party. He will also decide for the entire River State. This state gave you governor for 80 years. Under this state, he became a minister. Is that the thank you give to the state for making you whom you are, for bringing you up to this level? Instead of it to see how you can hack this in your state, make your state of development. Each day you wake up is to cast aspersion on your state. That is not good. It is no person that has the sense will continue to do that, because I believe, what do I gain? What do I gain as a person if I destroy my state? Of what benefit is it to me? This is the state I owe everything to.
So I needed that place. I need that development in the state. And you cannot. But each time you go out, you cast aspersion on the state, you say this about the state, you bring down the state, you continue to deceive people. Why? Of what purpose? Anything that will not come to you is bad. If you are not the one who dictates a whole state that have population of not less than 6 million, you think you can continue to dictate to them. And let us see how you can take the state and put it in your pocket. That's why, look at the whole thing. By the time, because if this government believes in fighting corruption, as they say, they can't be talking this way. They can't. Because it's all about the person. What does he achieve that you wake up, you go on television to bring down your state? What does he achieve?
Now the same person we talk about, now they do exactly what they talk against. All right, this is the point. I call it a day. And we'll be back again at 1 p.m., right? Join us for the Real Estate in Nigeria program. Thank you all, and see you all again and again and again and again. Bye. Exercise has many benefits, including improved heart health, stronger bones, and better sleep. Exercise can also help you manage your weight, reduce stress, and live longer. Well, just so you know, this is not a paid gym house, but this is a gym house specially made for residents of Cedarwood luxury apartments and terraces at Akpata. This and many more amenities we enjoy right here at Cedarwood Luxury Apartments and Terraces. I've heard so much about the Autograph Maisonette and Apartments, Monastery Road, and I want to do a quick site visitation. Let's go.
You miss the Cedarwood Luxury Apartments and Terraces at Akpata. Do not lose hope, because this is an opportunity for you to be a property owner at the Autograph Maisonette and Apartments by Cedarwood here at Monastery Road, Shangotado, just behind Shangotado ShopRite. This estate comes with even more amazing features and facilities like a fully equipped and sophisticated gym house to keep fit, a mini supermarket and grocery store, beautiful green area, mini children's playground, 24-hour security surveillance, ample parking spaces, underground electricity cabling system, a modern and sophisticated water treatment plant, constant water supply, and beautiful ambience and serene environment. Subscribe to the Autograph Maisonette and Apartments today. This estate is in a built-up environment and it's also surrounded by built-up estates. We are using this opportunity to encourage every one of you to subscribe to the Autograph Maisonette and Apartments by Cedarwood. Yes. Monastery Road, Lagos. Yes.